Hi, my name is Ben, and I have a few people that ask me from time to time how to do certain things in various applications, like how to do green screen in iMovie or how to do simple little tools in Photoshop. And I am not a Photoshop expert. Just want you to know that. But I do know a little bit about the program, so I thought since a few people were doing this visual assignment for this online course that I'm a part of, I thought, what the heck, I'll go ahead and just show real quick how to use a couple of the selection tools in Photoshop. So here we go. I've got this wonderful picture here of Slide Guy, aka Tim Owens, and I'm going to take him and I'm going to put him over here into this photo. So in order to do that, I'm going to come over here to my tools and I'm going to grab the Lasso tool. It may be the Lasso, but I'm going to click and hold down. I'm going to go to the magnetic Lasso tool right there. By the way, I'm using Photoshop CS5, so if it looks a little bit different than yours, or if you're one of those new fancy people that has CS6, woohoo! Good for you. This is 5. So I'm going to use the magnetic lasso tool, and it's actually really easy to use this. I'm just going to go ahead and click right up here on his head, and I'm just going to go ahead and move my mouse. I don't have to hold down on the mouse button. I'm just going to go slowly. If I wanted to go a little bit faster and get a little bit sloppy, I could do that. Okay, but I'm just going to go slow. If I actually want to force a point, I can click my mouse button, and that will actually force a selection point. So like around his fingers here, where it might have a hard time selecting him, I can do that. But I'm going to go ahead and just go a little bit faster here. So let's say I decide to go really fast. Woo! And I come down here and I get around his shoe. Okay, and let's say I go so fast that I mess something up. Like, oops, I just cut off his foot there. Well, I'm on a Mac, so all I have to do is press the delete key, and it deletes my last few points. So there we go, I delete those points. I'll come back down here, I'll keep getting his shoe. Don't worry about getting right up alongside it. You can actually get a little bit extra, because you can always come back. And the noob that I am, I will use the eraser tool. I'm sure actual experienced Photoshop users would use something else. So I'm going to press the delete key again because I didn't like the way that kind of jumped around his fingers. So we'll go like this. And we'll get his shirt sleeve there. And we're almost there. The most important thing about the lasso tool is that you always have to finish where you start. See right there, see how it kind of turns into a little circle there? That means you're going to complete it. I'll click. Ta-da! And look at that, I've got some marching ants all around Slide Guy. It's not entirely perfect. See down here I've got a little bit of his shoe that kind of got cut off, and up here I've got some slide, but that's okay. It's good enough. I'm going to come up to Edit. Okay, and I can copy this. Now I can come over here to this photo, and I can edit and paste. Hey, look at that. Perfect. There he is right there. He is super tiny. Why? Because this picture is huge. And that's actually good because I want him to be nice and tiny. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and turn off this background layer. And then I'm going to zoom in. So let's see. Let's go to 200%. Oh, too much. 100%. That looks better. Okay. And you can see some of the areas where I had some problems here. Okay, I've got this right here, and I've got a little bit of the slide down here. So like I said, I'm just going to grab the eraser, and I am totally going to make a whole bunch of professional Photoshop users cry that I'm using the eraser. Instead of just this harsh eraser, I'm going to come down, turn the hardness down. Okay, and what that's going to give me is it's going to give me a little bit of leeway. See how the edge of the eraser now is not quite as harsh? I'll go turn that back up. There's the hardness on it, 100%. Boom. It's just a clean, even cut. You can see there. But if I come up here to the hardness and I turn it down a little bit, I get a nice little feathering to it. So that way I can turn my size down. I could use one of these pre-selected erasers as well, or rather brush sizes, sorry. So, and that doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too great either, but you know what? I am not a professional. So, let's go ahead and let's just fix that a little bit right there. Oh, we've got a little bit of stuff right there on his leg. There we go. Cool. So let's go back out to 25%, I believe. And we'll turn the background layer back on. And we can see he is super tiny, and I'm going to have him riding the giant boulder here. And I don't exactly like the way that he is oriented right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just come down here to the corner. I have show transform controls on. Okay, so I've got these wonderful little tools where I can just simply rotate it like this. Okay, and then let's see, I'm going to go ahead and make him a little bit bigger. Whoa, I don't want to distort him, so I'm going to hold down the shift when I do this. Let's see. And let's put him right up there. Perfect. Okay, apply the transformations. Yes, let's apply those. And there we go. Now we've got Slide Guy riding the boulder down to crush Indiana Jones. So, fun. That's it. That is the magnetic selection tool in Photoshop, and that's usually what I do to cut things out of pictures and then copy and paste them into other pictures. I hope that that was helpful, because I know that Photoshop is this huge monolithic program with all sorts of doodads and gadgets and gizmos and everything. So it's nice to just go in and just try like one or two little tools at a time. So there you go. Have fun.